Hello and welcome to Food Surfers. My name is Maham and today we have the extremely talented Zainab Sajid from Nust. Zainab here owns Kitchen.438 and she sells the most delicious variety of savory and sweet treats. Now Zainab, tell us a bit about your business yourself.
First of all, thank you so much for having me. I recently started my food business 2 weeks back, and I offer, like you said, a variety of sweet and savory foods ranging from fudge brownies, club sandwiches, pizza breads, and trifle brownie cups in affordable ranges.
That sounds delicious. I feel like all Nustians especially should try out her products. They are available at the cafeteria here in S3H.
Not in the cafeterias. I put up stalls every week
C1.
in C1 or in S3H. Or you can place an order online. I offer pickup and delivery both.
So Zainab, tell me what motivated you to start cooking? Where does this love for cooking come from?
कुकिंग का शौक फैमिली में शुरू से था. My mother is an amazing cook, so like she's known for her culinary skills around the family and in our friend circle. So that love and motivation for cooking comes in the genes.
So it's a hobby.
Kind of, yeah. It started off as a hobby, but now I'm taking it professionally. So, yeah.
Do you plan on pursuing a career in this field or is it just like for now?
It's just the beginning. Like I recently stepped into this field. I really want to because I'm really enjoying every bit of cooking and baking and this professional selling of all my sweet and savory stuff. But I'm not really confident enough to say anything big at the moment. But I really want to.
Is there some chef that you really admire or aspire to be like?
Yes. I really like Hamail Ahmed. She's a chef in Lahore. Because every time I feel like giving up, I just look Hamail Ahmed, and there's this another YouTuber, Jemmy Cupcake. You might have heard of her. Every time I feel like giving up, I just look up to their channels and just like my mood shifts right away.
I can imagine looking at food videos on YouTube especially, it really motivates you to cook even when you're not feeling like.
Yeah, and I think this all started, like my love for cooking, it all started by watching YouTube videos or Instagram reels of all these chefs.
So running a home-based business is not easy, especially with university. Do you have any tips on how you manage your business for others?
I try not to take orders on days when I get back late because I'm a day scholar and most of my classes end at 5, so I reach home by 7. So on days like these, I try not to take orders because I feel like you shouldn't commit to something जहाँ पर आप उसको manage ना कर सको.
It wouldn't be fun that way if you are overworked.
Yeah, you'll be stressed और फिर वो जायका भी नहीं बनता जिस तरह आप relaxed होके बनाते हो. So that's the tip I'd give to anyone who would like to ask me.
So do you find all the supplies easily accessible and affordable here in Pindi and Islamabad?
Yes, there are a lot of wholesale markets in Rawalpindi, especially Androon Rawalpindi mein. So it's easily accessible.
Okay, so what gross profit margins do you work at? And how do you manage to keep them, maintain them?
I try not to keep my prices too high. इसलिए मैं बहुत थोड़ा profit पे काम करने की कोशिश करती हूँ. Usually मैं market prices को देखती हूँ जो जो मेरी treats जो menu में offer करती हूँ, जो restaurants और cafes और home based businesses वो offer कर रहे हैं, मैं उनकी prices देखती हूँ और कोशिश करती हूँ उनसे कम रखूँ because I'm just at the beginning. और yeah, so I look at the market prices and कोशिश करती हूँ उससे ज़रा सा कम रखूँ ताकि लोग अभी मेरे पास ज़्यादा आएँ starting है.
I feel like with affordable prices, you also target a bigger audience.
Exactly,
because especially in university, because especially like people here are on a budget. That's what we are targeting with Food Surfers. We are trying to help people find budget-friendly, good food, because when someone from like who doesn't live in Islamabad comes here, it's overwhelming to see so many big restaurants here in like Beverly Center and Kozar Market and
Yeah.
stuff, and that those places are so expensive. Honestly, it's hard to afford them on a daily basis because people here are going out every single
Every
day.
day, yeah. Especially the hostelites, they can't find like good food.
Uh-huh. Have you considered hiring help when it gets too hectic, or do you do all the work yourself?
I do all the work myself because it's just the beginning again. तो मुझे इतना ज़्यादा अभी तक overwhelming orders नहीं आए.
So does anyone help you out at home? Your family members or anyone else?
No, not really, because I face a lot of criticism at home
Oh.
in terms of this business, because my family, especially my mom, doesn't support it. Everyone else do, but my amma is like, you shouldn't do it, and it's really hectic, so you should stop doing it, or you should have started it.
Mothers are always worried about stuff like this.
Yeah, exactly. So she's of the view that you shouldn't have started it in the first place because it's very hectic and you come home very late. और उसके बाद ये सब start कर दिए. तो उनकी तरफ से तो I try not to take any help क्योंकि वो अगर ज़रा सा जब overwhelming हो जाते तो I try to ask help from the maids. Yeah.
That makes sense. Achha, have you faced criticism besides like from your mom?
Yes, a lot.
From customers?
Not from the customers, but from family members, other family members. One of the biggest support I have had was from my siblings, especially my brothers, and from my friends, of course. But there were some aunties in my family. They were like, you shouldn't have started it. It's such a bad idea. And like, बहुत ही attack.
I'll have to disagree. I think it's a great idea, and I think it's a great opportunity here in Ust. It's not an opportunity जो हर किसी के पास available होती है, and I think you should really avail it and just ignore those aunties.
Yes, but they have said something very hurtful things. Like I have one of my aunties said that तुम्हें फाके तो नहीं होने लग गए थे, भूख से मर तो नहीं रही थी जो तुमने बिजनेस स्टार्ट कर दिया. And I was like, I'm not doing it for the financial purpose only.
Is it gender-based discrimination? Do you feel?
Not really. I think I think might be.
It can be.
It
because
can be.
Imagine if a guy was doing it, would they ask him why are you
Yeah, I
earning
was just
money?
thinking that when you asked it. So, shayad, maybe.
But I think it's just a great idea, and I'm glad that people here in Nust are supporting you, your
Yes.
friends and everyone.
Everyone in Nust is very supporting. Like, मेरा यहाँ पर आकर ही दिल बना था ज़्यादा business start करने का. मैं पिछले साल से सोच रही थी, especially during quarantine when everyone else was like starting their small businesses. तो मेरा दिल कर रहा था कि I should start it, लेकिन there was this fear in me जो कह रहा था कि नहीं, पता नहीं क्या होगा.
It's all about pushing through. You know, if you keep thinking like that, nahi ho sakta.
Exactly.
But once you actually started, it's not as hard as it sounds.
Exactly. Business start करने से एक हफ्ते पहले I came across this very very talented baker. She studies at Nust और वो काफ़ी अपना अच्छा बेकरी चला रही है home based. So I talked to her about starting the business and she was really supportive and she gave all her examples that how it was really hard for her in the beginning as well. So you shouldn't think you have to get out of your comfort zone if you want to start something.
You just have to push through.
Exactly. So it really motivated me and I was like, no, I have to do it now. And then there was this World Mental Health Day happening last 2 weeks. 2 weeks back.
Yeah, I remember. I think your class did something for
Yes,
it.
our class did something. So I felt that it's a very good opportunity to start my business from there because we had to put up some stalls.
Your cupcakes were on that.
Did you try that?
No, I didn't get a chance. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, that's fine.
I usually never get stuff from here because it's like so crowded down there. But
Yeah, it is.
Do you believe that both established restaurants and home-run businesses, especially those based in Islamabad, factor in the budgetary constraints of the target customers, seeing as most customers are university students who may not find these affordable?
There are a few who are budgetary, but there are a lot of others which I feel like are very expensive. Like Chai Khana and Trema, Gloria Jeans, all these cafes, I feel like they're very expensive, or
These are still the cheaper ones.
yeah, but so इसी वजह से ये भी एक purpose था start करने का कि to provide good food and taste and reasonable prices. Because I feel like students, like I have come across a lot of my hostelite fellows, and they're like, the food in Islamabad is really expensive because they've come from different cities like Lahore and Karachi, and I think.
And I feel like there are a lot of good places in Lahore and Karachi where
but
they can.
But they're cheaper.
Yeah, they are cheaper, and they're everywhere. Those cities are so big that you don't have trouble finding good food places.
Good food, exactly, and especially Lahore and Karachi are famous for their food.
That's true.
So they don't. First of all, they don't find good taste in Islamabad, and if they do, then the.
I think people are biased against Islamabad. वैसे भी थोड़ा सा, but
yeah, that's true. But I think अगर हम उनके perspective से देखें तो
it makes sense.
It does make sense. तो budgetary issue बहुत ज़्यादा वो face कर रहे थे, तो I felt like I should start this initiative जहाँ पे मैं reasonable affordable prices पे provide कर सकूँ home based food.
That's great. How do you manage to keep a small home based business afloat and running in such a competitive market?
I try not to keep it as a competition. I try to provide good food and reasonable prices, and I know that I'm doing my best work. और तब अगर फिर भी जाके लोग ना खरीदें तो I think that's their option. And
I think this strategy is really working for you, because I know that there are a lot of fans of your business that I've met.
Really?
Because it's pretty famous. Like I didn't know you, but I saw it on people's stories and stuff. And that's how I came to know about your business.
Yeah, I think the Nest family is really supportive. They all were posting and resharing my stuff, and I'm so grateful for them.
So guys, this was Zainab Sajid from Nest, and you should definitely check out her business. She also offers home delivery, and you can order stuff from her Instagram page, which is Kitchen.438. Thank you, Zainab, for giving us this interview.
Thank you so much for inviting me. I really enjoyed it, honestly.